Hello and welcome to your weekly news and pre-order video covering all the products for Forge World and Games Workshop. Apologies that I haven't done one of these for a good couple of weeks now. There's been some Age of Sigmar products that have been released, so I thought I'd hold back a bit. Next weekend I'll definitely be doing a video because of course there's going to be the release of Kill Team, and I'm hoping to do another video tomorrow of like a review of the Forge World and Specialist Games Open Day, which I'll be going to tomorrow. So I'll be in Nottingham at the HQ. I'll be wearing a Warlord Titan t-shirt. It's a black t-shirt with Warlord Titan on it. I think Chapter Master Valric will be there as well. So if you see us, just say hi or whatever. It'd be great to see you, great to speak to you. I'll have a video camera, so quite recognisable. But the first thing I wanted to say in terms of my channel in particular is thank you to the patrons, really, that keep me going every month, that just keep donating like a dollar a month or a couple of dollars a month. It really does help me out and motivates me to continue this channel. I've dropped my content though, from daily videos, which I've been doing since September, which is a long time. Last year, back down to Warhammer Wednesday and Saturday video and possibly a Sunday video. So I've dropped it down to 3 videos a week. So the content is coming. It's just going to be a bit more spread out, and it gives me a bit of a break and sort of allows me to spend a bit more time on the content. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you to the patrons to keep me going. Without further ado then, let's hop on over to the Warhammer community website. I've changed the mic a little bit. It's still a bit echoey in this kind of alcove thing. I have moved recently, so I might experiment with the lav mic if that gives me better results than this one, because this does pick up echoes and all the rest of it. But if we go over to the Warhammer community website here, for the past sort of couple of weeks at least, since the beginning of July, there's been quite a few things happening in terms of Kill Team, all the way back from, well, essentially about here. Yeah, Kill Team, 5th of July, Kill Team, the game you've been waiting for, and I had a little look at this. The scenery, I really like the scenery. It looks like there's old models, doesn't look like there's any new models, but I think for June the Cults they'll be releasing a few more. Shadow War Armageddon was like the last big kind of release for this. I think that, I want to say that came out 2 years ago. I'm not 100% sure that it came out last year, but it possibly did. Anyway, you've got these small factions, basically like a squad or a couple of squads, fighting around this terrain. This is the board. Look at that, really nice scenery. It's all modular, so it's like a big upgrade for the Sector Imperialis scenery that they've got. I'm 100% sure it's made in China, 100%, but we'll see. Usually there's a drop in detail, and it's a bit more difficult to sort of construct, but there you go. This is one of the examples, Killzone Sector Mechanicus Environment Expansion. So maybe on the back it shows you exactly what you get, but it looks like you get some walkways and things like that. There you go, Environment Expansion. So you'll be able to play it with, you can grow the collection with this, which I think nearly everybody's got. It's cool, but it's also odd that you've got these walkways, because they're obviously not 3D. But maybe you could say that they're ground level. Maybe that'd be cool. And then look, so you're going to be getting the starter sets, which will have, it looks like you'll have a bit of scenery in there, a squad, and then some rules for that squad. And I think that they'll be releasing these for all the factions. Look, and here's the new scenery. This is all up for pre-order next week, by the way, next weekend, Saturday, the 21st of July. Hoping to see some previews of it tomorrow. So look, every single section is exactingly detailed. Maybe it's people better just put highly detailed or just detailed, exactingly. Anyway, so you've got a Ruins, Administratum, Basilicanum, and a Sanctum. So there you go, look at that. Obviously stunning paint job, you know, with these kind of greenish marble floors, and they've done a good paint job in between those, and then the marbly kind of floors there. Really nice sculptures. and then you've got some accessories coming. So you've got a mini kind of carry case, which is pretty cool, and then you've got some different dice and an orange ruler, tape measure even, and some data cards and so on. So quite a nice selection of things happening for the kill team. You know, just to subvert your attention away from Adeptus Titanicus, which is probably going to come out like a few weeks after this, and then Games Workshop have all of your money. But yeah, so if you're into kill team and you like the scenery, I really like the scenery, I'll try and get hold of it, but we'll see. That's the main thing on the community website. You've also got the different factions that they've looked at, Black Library, First Looks, Age of Sigmar, Articles 2. You can win a knight on the Forge World website if you buy like a Titan or a knight. I've got the Porphyrion, he'll feature in a video very shortly, but basically if you buy any Titan or Imperial Knight off Forge World, you've got a chance of winning the Porphyrion, which is pretty good because it's about £300. So more kill team faction spotlights, bit of Shade Spire, a little bit about Middle Earth, and a video game called Gladius. Talks about some of the factions. And then Warhammer Fest is coming next month for Europe. If you are in Europe, I'd strongly suggest you go. Warhammer Fest here in the UK was good, but it didn't have anything about this kill team. It didn't have the scenery, it didn't have full range of the Adeptus Titanicus models like the Warhound Titans and things. It didn't have any of the Imperial Knights at all, the new ones, which was a real letdown because obviously we've got them now, and that they weren't, you know, they were ready, definitely ready, and nothing about orcs or... Anyway, I'm sure there'll be a lot more content in this Warhammer Fest Europe. I don't know whether they had one last year, I don't think they did. But there you go, that takes place on the 18th and 19th of August in Dusseldorf. Okay, so that's that. So that's all the news, a lot to catch up on. Moving on to Forge World, more last chance to buy. I don't know what is going on there, but if you go to pre-orders, there's just the enhanced edition, £40 for your iPad, Age of Darkness there. I think that's more expensive than the actual hardback book, but it is enhanced, so probably it's got links and things and interactive and all the rest of it. But if we go to new releases, these Peltas and Hoplites aren't really new releases. All they've done now is they've just bundled in the plastic sprues with the Forge World upgrade set, which is £24. On various sites, I think you could probably get the Skitarii for about £15 or £18, so you still might be able to save some money if you go elsewhere for the Skitarii separate, and you can get these Peltas upgrade set separate for £24. So you might save a bit of money getting things separate. They have now introduced them with the full set with the plastic now, whereas before it was just an upgrade set. And obviously you've got the downloads. You can now use the unit in Warhammer 40,000. I'll be going through their rules still at some point when I get the time, and the same for the Hoplites, but they're not technically new. Joseph Bugman and Coach Star Player, they are new, but they were available to pick up at the Warhammer Fest this year in Coventry a couple of months ago, and the Salamander Doors came out a couple of weeks ago too. So not really much going on at Forge World. If you go to the main page, you've got last chance to buy. It sucks that they're doing last chance to buy, but there we go. I don't know if there's some decent models. There's a few plague things, a few Nurgle, decimator weapons as well. So they're just clearing out all their old stock. Probably the molds have gone funny, or maybe they're just not making enough money and things. But there you go, that's the Forge World. So nothing really new for Forge World this week. And then we hop over to Games Workshop, and you know, Age of Sigmar continues, but they've got a made to order models now, similar to what they did with Eldar models, and a few of the Necromunda models as well. So if we go to new and exclusive, we go to pre-orders, it says that there's 25, we just view all those, and we go high to low. So you've got Tempest of Souls Command Collection with paints. So this is different to Soul Wars, in that you've got another kind of slurry of units, and you've got the paints and clippers. Doesn't look like you've got a knife there, but you have got a mold line scraping tool, which is good. Fantastic models in this set. Look at that, Incredible. So yeah, as I say, I'm not much of a Age of Sigmar player at all, but I thought it's about time to do one of these videos just to cover what they have been releasing. You've got Tempest of Souls and Paint, Stormcast Eternals, all the Thunderstrike Brotherhood Starter Collection, a Goreblade Starter Collection, Stormcast Eternals pre-orders, and Nighthaunt pre-orders. Really like these let's say horses, steeds, what are they called? A winged nightmare, which is that thing. Spectral mounts, that's what they're called. They look awesome. Really like those models. Kind of reminds me of Lord of the Rings a little bit though. Especially this dude with his spiked helmet. I know I really shouldn't say that, but that does. I mean, it does remind me a lot like that. But yeah, it looks pretty good. £67 for those, and that dude. Blood Bowl, obviously they had the Dark Elves released, I think a week or 2 weeks ago. But now you've got the pitch and you've got all the models, everything you need with the dice and the cards for £66. That's pretty good. And then Chaos as well. So £66 gets you a brand new faction that you spend ages painting, and then just go play Blood Bowl because you get your pitch as well. You just need the rules and stuff. I'd love to get into it, I really would. Start collecting Stormcast Eternals, Thunderstrike Brotherhood. That's very decent. Looks like you've got a fair few miniatures in that. And then Tempest of Souls itself. Start collecting Khorne Bloodbound Goreblade Warband. And then here are these web store exclusive made to order. You've got Greasiest Goldtooth. I've never seen a couple of these models before. So Gorbad Ironclaw, Sceptra the Imperishable, and Zacharias the Everling. Interesting, some kind of like dragon type creature, but it's got a little dude there, and then something else holding his books or something. A really strange looking model. For Stormcast, you've got Evocators. Anyway, Kurdos Valantian, the Craven King, so like the Witch King basically. Blood Bowl Dark Elf Team Collection, £27. That's if you just want to get the team and the dice and the markers. Stormstrike. So a little bit like First Strike for Warhammer 40,000, they're bringing out like a small collection of models, and because that looks exactly the same as what you got. You've got a little bit of a board or something. You've got a rangefinder, some dice, some cards, and selection of models. And it just reminds me of that. It's the same price as well, £25. Looks like it's going to be in the same vein. Then you've got painting tools for Age of Sigmar. Easy to build Raikkonen, the Grimhaler. So £25. Pretty good actually for a model of that size and that detail. Easy to build. Coloured as well. Look, that is very easy to build, yeah. I'm pleased they've done this. And also an easy to build Astrea Solbright, Lord Arcanum. Or Arcanum. Again, this guy's gold straight away. 3 sprues. Lovely base. Could use that base for Space Marines. We'll chop their feet off maybe? I don't know. But yeah, lovely looking base model. So £25 for both of them. And then you've got Blood Bowl Chaos Pitch and Dugout, and a Dark Elf one. I'm not sure whether they're worth it. £24. Stormcast Eternals paint set. A Nagaroth Nightmares, so just the Dark Elf team. Nighthaunt paint set. Grom the Paunch, he's a made to order model. Mephiston, new model, £18 in hardback. Silver Shard, an Age of Sigmar novel, again £18. Easy to build Dreadblade Harrows. I like that the Night Steeds are, or Gaunt Steeds or whatever they're called, they're in different poses, but those ones are a bit samey. Easy to build Celestar Ballista, £15, and you've got the cards for Blood Bowl, Shadespire. You've got High Queen Khalida. Would she fit in with the new sort of Chaos female army that they had? Blood Bowl team pack for Dwarfs, 1 Underworld Shadespire leaders, and then a couple more novels. Sons of the Hydra is now available in paperback, and so is Castellan. Spike issue 2 is available, and then you've got the Blood Bowl Dark Elf dice and card sleeves and so on. Yeah, so a lot of pre-orders really. Age of Sigmar, Blood Bowl, that's all where it's at right now. Nothing for 40k at all. It's been a very dry few weeks, although we have been spoilt with those Imperial Knights. But my main question is, where on earth is Sir Hector right now? That's what we need. But yeah, next weekend you've got Kill Team, and I would have thought for the next few weeks you've got some 40k stuff in terms of Kill Team factions, little releases for the box sets for the factions. Probably Sir Hector thrown in there, and then Adeptus Titanicus, and then you got Orcs. So 40k is coming, but it's nice to have had a little break for the past 3 or 4 weeks in terms of just Age of Sigmar stuff. Anyway, if you are into Age of Sigmar and you can't wait to get your hands on any of these models, please do put it in the comments below which ones you're looking forward to the most. And if you are going to attend the Forge World and Specialist Games Open Day tomorrow in Nottingham, leave a little comment and hopefully see you there. Thank you ever so much for joining me this weekend. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.